as it is, but then to be around some big boys too.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was. You kind of in a way get used to it. Like after I remember my first fall camp. Like I remember the night before. I'm just like, man, I'm finna go out here. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like I don't know. Right. You training like when you get to college, you train the whole summer. You're not really playing. You're not putting pads on. You're just lifting and running. So it's not really nothing you have to show until like fall camp is where the pads come on. I held my own, but like once you get adjusted to it, it kind of gets like you know, it gets.
And this for the young kids, you know, going to that first, you know, practice, whatever. Is there a lot of competition out there? In effect, because people some people want to maintain because they've been at school already and they know you were a top, you know, draftee or whatever you want to call it. Is that thing? Are people cool with you? Not cool with you because no, I don't want Cullen to come up here. He calls us a man shot. He about to take my position. Do those things go on? You know what I'm saying? And not saying I'm not asking those specific things. But do those things go on?
That's a good question. No, they do. But competition is everywhere.
Right.
So that's one thing you can't like. Even when I was like going into my like younger days, like playing basketball, my AAU teams they were competitive. Right. Like we were on the national like scheduled gauntlet. That's why people laugh at me. It's like, dude, there's no way you play basketball. I'm like, no, you crazy. Like, I played at the highest like the Adidas gauntlet, like versus players. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't LeBron, but I played against them. Like I know what it is. So yeah, that kind of helped me. I always knew like I was like, man, I'm used to this. I'm used to competition. Like I'm talking about going to practice with people 7 foot and I'm 6'5". Like you have to hold your own. Like, and that kind of like I say clicked for me young. It had to.
But it goes into, like you said, it's the practice. It's to make sure the foot movement and shuffle because you might have a work ethic that big guy, that 7-something guy may not have that drive within them. Exactly. They might not practice as hard as you did. You know what I'm saying? And you get them on the technique and technicality of things, and that's where you get them. Then you have the heart. And you know what I'm saying?
And it also just made me more. Like, that's what a lot of people think. Like, a lot of people are in the NFL because it means more to them. Like that's an obligation to them to make that happen. Right. You know, and it happens for people who wanted to. Right. Like if you really want to do something, you can make it happen. I don't care what situation you're in, what you have. Because I'm an example. Me and my mom are examples of it. Right. Like when me and my dad passed away, like things were supposed to go left for us. It was supposed to be another statistic. It was supposed to be all this type of stuff, but it didn't. Like, we were a prime example of what prayer can do for you. Like literally. And I love how prayer is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Your mom with the, you know what I'm saying, the scripts right here on the wrist here. It just the cross right here. You know what I'm saying? And I love how God is the principle. The principle in your life and the guide. And everything you have said in this interview thus far, man, you have always said, you know what I'm saying, prayer, you know what I'm saying, and just really putting God first, you know what I'm saying, and just really be able to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, so how was freshman year at the O? Man, it was. I came in. I was a big guy, man. I was like 365. I was. But
that's what it's supposed to be, right?
Nah,
like, well, it's like you played offense, right?
I played offense, but it's like.
But I thought I thought they had cheeseburgers set up for the guys to play offense.
Like some colleges want different things. Like you know, suppose like okay, yeah, Oklahoma supposed to Alabama. Okay. Alabama might want the interior 340, 345. Oklahoma, you know, 310. Well, it really depends on the weight. Okay. I wasn't playing well at 365. Like that wasn't my. I play well when I'm kind of like. Like 315, 320. Okay. Cause I can move. Right. I used to play basketball that way. I know how to. So I lost weight. Right. I redshirted and I lost weight and like.
Hey, do me a favor. Explain that. Because I'm not a football guy. Yeah. Explain redshirt. I know it happened in basketball too, but explain that process. What does that mean? Redshirt.
Redshirting is not necessarily a bad thing. So people like, it's just an extra year of development, and it's all about like perspective, how you look at it. Okay. I feel like everything is perspective. Like if you get a negative thought process of like, oh, I'm a red shirt and I don't mean I'm as good, then you gonna fall into that. Like that's what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? I took it as like, this is gonna help me. I know I'm talented, but I know it's things in my game that I have to tweak and get better. Okay. So red shirt is not necessarily bad. Like it's good.
Okay. All right. So you red shirted. That meant not academically, but just
Just
eligibility.
Eligibility.
So, and that's what people understand. It's an eligibility thing, and that's where you can see some guys who won't have no classes, but they'll be playing football, right? You know, when they get senior or whatever. How that works there. Okay, all right. So you redshirt the piece right there. So then the next year, that's when the word comes true. Freshman and true. That's where that word comes from. Okay, got it. So then the following year, what was going on?
So the end of my freshman year, I had a coach, and my coach, he left. So that was, So one of the people that kind of brought you into this, recruited you into this right here, based off of the way things are going to be set up. Got it. One of the main reasons why I kind of came to Oklahoma, just to be in that offense. We had a coaching change. We had Brent Venables he's a great coach, all great. Oh yeah, great staff. But it's just, I think I needed to find something that was, it's all about my situation and what's doing what's best for me.
100%.
And it's like there aren't bad coaches, but that situation wasn't the best for me. Exactly. And I had to understand that. And it's okay. It's okay to go in a situation that's best for you.
It is.
And I played that sophomore year, and then that spring I hit the portal. The end of the spring I hit the portal.
Right. And since the portal is a hot topic right now, right? Especially this year, it's a hot topic. I ain't nothing about a damn portal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Till this year, Dion was saying, the portal's about to be, the portal, what are you talking about? So the portal is what?
So the portal, the transfer portal is kind of like an open draft in a way. It's like when people, they leave, and it's like they sort of they're just free. You can get them, but certain people look for certain things. I look for more of the genuine approach. Also I look for NIL too, but I look for the genuine approach. Because I knew what I was looking for. Now it's not like I'm a freshman. I've kind of been in the system, so I know what I want to do.
Right.
Exactly. So I was talking to U of H. I was talking to a lot of schools, but Memphis, I really like Memphis. So that situation came about. I took an official visit there in the summer. I was in Houston for like a month and a half, and I took a visit to Memphis. And the head coach, he was an offensive line coach in the NFL for 8 years. Okay. So he knows what it needs to look like, and I kind of and people are like, man, why Memphis? Why Memphis? Because the plan makes sense. Right. You gotta follow what. And I prayed about it. I know it's the right plan. I know So yeah, that's
especially somebody that knows. You know what I'm saying? And that is what's best for you.
Exactly.
That is what's best for you. Okay. So you just went to Memphis this year. This year right here. Okay. So first game in Memphis. What was that like, man?
Not gonna lie.
Come on now, keep it real. Because everybody knows what's the big Oklahoma dude that came in. Yeah. I know your name all running through Memphis and everything.
Man, it was good. Man, we played Bethune-Cookman. It was a non-conference game. Right. So we won, but man, it was just to get in and see my mama see me. I played guard at Oklahoma, so I played tackle in high school. So I play left tackle now. Okay. So they were happy to see me back on that edge. They know that's what I'm happy at. Right. And they were just to see them, smile, see my little brother. It was lit, man. I love them.
So as far as now, what did you see different in the movement at the people want to say levels? Is there a difference from what you?
For sure. I think we mean as far as Oklahoma and Memphis?
Yeah. That league. Well, I ain't say the league, but that. They're not nowhere near the same type of conference or nothing like that.
Big 12 and American.
Right. So it's just you see a difference because you actually did play with Oklahoma, so you can see how that energy is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oklahoma, of course, they got ballers. That's right. We know that. But when I got to Memphis, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm talking about ballers for real. Talent is everywhere. Right. It's not just at a bigger school. Right. Because Oklahoma, obviously they have the facilities, they have everything. Right. The talent is everywhere. I'm telling you.
So it's like you said earlier, what they're playing for. What
it means more. It means more. It's not. Right. Not so much. You don't get all the the lights and the glam. It's not that. It's just straight football. Straight. Right. I had to make this I know I play with players who have 3 or 4 children. So it's in their mind it's different. You have to be different.
They know what they're doing, and then why they're doing it, and they want to take that lead. So for you, now you're what are you now?
So I'm a junior. Okay. I was a redshirt sophomore this year.
Okay, all right. So you still got eligibility thing right there. Y'all still playing? So you just played?
We just had a bowl game.
A bowl game? How'd they come?
We won.
Shut up, that man. Hit the button. I'm gonna hit the daggone button, man. Come on, tell me about the season. So how did the season go? Well, you won a bowl game, but how did the season go?
So, we went 10-3. Yeah. So we actually had a really good season. We was like one of the only 5 teams in program history to have a 10-win season.
What?
Mm-hmm. So it's just like, that's how I know it's just nothing but favor.
Man,
it's favor over my life. Like stuff like
man.
this. Like I know. Like I wasn't thrown in situations. I knew I was gonna get through. You know.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right. Ooh. And then y'all went. Who y'all played in the bowl game?
Iowa State.
Who?
Iowa State.
Oh.
Projected to lose by 30. Won.
Y'all, they underdog y'all.
Like that.
What?
That's how I know.
So I know you went in there like, okay, player.
In the conference,
okay,
that's what I'm saying. They were in the same conference with Oklahoma this year. That's why I said it's not about talent. It's all about
what you're playing.
No, exactly.
Ooh, y'all boys. Ooh, I love that right there. See, I love that right there, man. So I'm gonna stop. You gonna make me start watching football. You realize you gonna make me start watching football. I stopped it back when I was in high school. You know, I was only going for the girls out there in high school. That's the only reason I was really going. But so you had a 10-3 season. You won the man. Come on, bro. If God ain't with this guy, you know what I'm saying? We might ain't change that to man's child to God's child. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Real. Because if I look at everything, man, everything is just greatness has followed you. You feel what I'm saying? Your demeanor, you being, you know what I'm saying? I'm country boy from North Carolina, so you being humble. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm telling you, man, I'm blown away with you, man. I really am, and I'm gonna go back one day. I'm gonna look at this interview, and I'm gonna be like, "Why you in the pros and stuff?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, man, this dude has been the same way from the start. You know what I'm saying? From the day I didn't even know what he did. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is just that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Now I did want to ask you this right here. How do you juggle all this, man? These stars and y'all see Instagram, man. You be hanging with people, man. The people be hanging with you. Man, how you be dealing with that, man? And not those people, it's the people who try to gravitate to you because you are around those people.
I don't allow a lot of people in my circle. I think with maturity and with time, I've understood a lot of stuff about myself.
Okay.
And the things that I like to do. And everybody just can't be a part of that.
Exactly.
They just can't.
Right.
Some people they'll get mad about little things, blessings over your life that you had no control over. That's stuff like that. I'm not I would never be friends with somebody who's mad at me about a blessing that I got over my life that I had no control over.
Right.
You know, so I keep people around me who are happy for me. Right. Because that's big. Your circle and all that, it has a effect on your mental health and how you progress during the day and the things that you do. Are you stuff like that. You can't. That's big.
Well, from the time you were 8th grade to now, have people dropped off?
Yeah.
On the way up? You know what I'm saying? With you?
It's nothing personal. It's just I have to get to where I'm going. And sometimes you have to make that uncomfortable adjustment. And it is what it is.
Right. And see, and that's a good point, man. And that's something definitely I want the young kids to understand. That you have to look at where you're trying to go. You know, and because where they're trying to go might not be where you're trying to go. And they might not even know where they're trying to go.
Exactly.
Which is stopping you from going where you want to go. And I know it can hurt. I know it can be great friends. And I got it, man. But you have to look at what you're doing it for. The moves you're going to make, you know, and people can look at things in a crazy way. Like you didn't say it this way, but people are like, why Memphis? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could win it. Why Memphis? Like, he did what was best for him. He was in the weeds in that right there. And he understood what and why. Just like when you went to Oklahoma, the individual that probably one of the reasons you went there, you know what I'm saying, by them not being there anymore, that was one of the reasons, because you knew probably from a developmental aspect, you could really gain from this individual, you know, and vice versa like it's going on in Memphis. But for you to get over there, I don't know what the record was last year.
I really don't know.
Was the winning season?
I don't think so. I think it was like a 7 or 8 win season.
Okay. But they didn't win the bowl game. They didn't get the bowl.
They did.
They won it last year?
Not, but it wasn't the Liberty Bowl. It was a different bowl.
Okay. Well, they got the bowl game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to just put it like, oh, it only happened all because he was there, but it did happen because that coaching staff was smart enough to put this unit together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all collectively as a team. did it. So it went with everybody that was on that team, you know what I'm saying? And the coaching staff and everybody else. But that's what happens when you put a dynamic team together and people are playing with this right here, you know, and not playing just for the lights and not just playing for, you know, all the crazy stuff, man, you know. So what's in your future, man? What do you feel, what would you like to be part of your future? And that's what I would say. What would you like to see as part of your future?
I really want to start like a big foundation for like single parents. Like I know it's not like necessarily about the money, because of course like we, you know, want to take care of our families, and that's cool. But like I want to do something that's gonna, like, when I die, I want like my brother and my kids to be like, man, like he was awesome.
Come on, man.
Like he was like awesome. Like just not with materialistic things, but just giving people your time. Because that's like, you can give somebody that, but your time is the most important to give you.
Right.
Like if you really, really care about somebody, give them your time. Like that's
it right there. That time is something serious, man.
It's everything.
But that's a beautiful thing, man. When you going back off school?
I'll leave on the 15th.
15th? Okay, you're still on that little break in there right there, enjoying yourself and everything.
One more week.
So do you like coming back home a lot? Or
I love
you try to come home as much as you can?
Yeah, I try to when I had time. Like
Right.
this year, I didn't really come home as much because the season was a little bit longer.
Right.
But you know, like toward the spring when I'm not training stuff, I'll be back.
Right. Right. So let me ask you this right here, and I ain't trying to get nothing from you. I know people gonna try to hit you with this big question right there. You're a hot commodity, man. You've been a hot commodity for years, and I don't know the league, but I understand how the league works. I don't understand agents, but I know how agents work. I understand all the other stuff, but I know how that stuff works. You know, and you're a commodity, man. You know what I'm saying? A precious commodity in mindset for that business right there. I don't know how to ask that because I don't want to ask that question right there. I'm not even going to ask it. No, I ain't going to do that. You know, because that'd be wrong. You know, it would be wrong in the way of I wouldn't want to put you in that.
Oh, no, you got probably good.
You know, if it look real good for you to go pro, if they say combine is right here, would you do it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they say like, look, hey, you know, because that's a major decision, right? Because if you commit to that, then that kills all collegiate eligibility.
Not necessarily.
You don't?
I don't think so. I think they just have a rule where it's like if you get an agent or something like that. If you get an agent, I think your eligibility is done. But if you
you can just self go.
If you self go.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
That's what a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, man, you educated some people. I'm trying to tell you, man. This is why we ask this stuff from superstars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
You know, but if some type of way, without an agent, if the bells and whistles start, people start, hey, man, you might want to go to this combine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You would take that that piece right there.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna predict he going pro. Right here on 5Cast. This is G5 right here. Another 5 minutes with 5, and I'm telling you, I'm predicting this. I'm gonna put it out here right now. This is just what I feel. I'm manifesting God. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the brothers to, and this is the reason why. You've been through a lot, brother. You know what I'm saying? Your family's been through a lot, and I think about even with your mother, just talking to her and her rocking 3 jobs and you know what I'm saying? And I know with anyone that has watched that for years, bro, you know, watched that and then dealing with loss of your father and it's like anybody's gonna want to, I don't want my mama has to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? No more. You know what I'm saying? I know she can, but I don't even want it because I want to get it back from back when she was doing that piece right there. So I definitely I would understand it if you went pro. I think you going pro, y'all. But anyway, so I'm just saying that, man. Can you tell everybody your Instagram? He ain't gonna follow you back anyway. He follow me though, but if we good. And he shouldn't, cause he got man. He got to make sure he can't be just following all y'all crazy people, man. Y'all be putting crazy stuff on his page, whatever. But tell everybody how they could follow you.
My Instagram is themanchild_. You just follow me on there. That's what I be on.
That's what he be on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. I really do. You know, and he a good sport, man. I told you the thing went 16 minutes and what recording, and he said, man, don't worry about it. We gonna knock it out. That's a man right there. You know what I'm saying? This your boy G55 Cast, and we out.